The first thing I did was I talked to Alan Ladd Jr., who's an old friend, who had a deal at Warner Brothers.
And we thought it was a terrific script, and we put it in production almost right away.
The way it worked was that Warner Brothers, through Alan Ladd, put up 7.5 or 7 million, roughly 7 million, against US distribution rights of theatrical, not television or DVDs or any of those things.
And would you like to invest in that? He said, let me read the script. And he got right back to us and said, yes, I do want to invest. And he said, what kind of movies do you have that I could invest in? And we said, well, there's one we're doing called Blade Runner with Ridley Scott. And would you like to invest in that? He said, let me read the script. And he got right back to us and said, yes, I do want to invest.
And then we needed the last 7 million. And that came from a company which consisted of Jerry Perenchio, Buddy Orkin, and another partner who didn't want to come into the venture and didn't.
Tandem Production was a company that Norman Lear and myself started probably 15 years before Blade Runner. And at that time we were doing television and motion pictures at the same time.
People were always submitting scripts to us, movie scripts, mostly television scripts. And by the time they got to us, because we weren't at that point in the picture business, they had been shopped all over town, and most of them were pretty uninteresting and things that we didn't want to get involved with. And somehow the script for Blade Runner ended up on my desk, and I read it, and I loved it. We saw the storyboards, we loved all the toys, we loved the gun and the look that Ridley had in mind for it. The idea was basically one of cloning. Here we are, able to do it genetically. That's part of the thing that I liked about it, the fact that it really was futuristic and film noir, and I thought it could be a big smash hit.
I liked Philip Dick, and I was kind of a sci-fi fan for many, many years. Never ever dreamt of making one. It just seemed to me a great relief just to read something like that, and I had no idea that you could put that on film. So we got involved in it financially.
They put up $7 million, and for that they received all the television and DVD and other such rights to recover their money, and also a share of the surplus theatrically. And they chose to take a fee, admittedly a deferred fee, but a fee of $1.5 million as guarantors of completion.
What happens is that they come out with a budget. Let's say, just for the sake of argument, the budget was $1 million, and if they started to go over to $1,200,000 or $1,300,000, whatever it would be, there had to be somebody that would put in that completion money, that would pick up the $300,000 that they were over.
So if the picture went over 21, 22 million, whatever it was, then they would have to provide that amount, which gave them a lot of rights. In fact, it gave them many rights more than we would have given if we'd had more time to negotiate it, which we didn't. We had 2 weeks to get this thing done.
I was worried about going over because I'd done Alien with Ridley, and he shot a lot of film on that.
That was such a brand new way of trying to do all the things that they were going to do on this picture, the special effects and so forth. Everyone was worried about how many months would it take or how many years to make it.